So this is episode 217, Why Ignorance is Bliss. So ignorance is bliss. Why do we hear that saying? Why is that always said? I contributed to not knowing any better, right? You don't know how things could be or should be, so you think everything that you're doing is the best way and it's fine. Whether it's, hey, this is how we do business on the fire ground, around the firehouses, my leadership style, in your home, how you're doing stuff, the way you take care of yourself. If you don't know any better, you think what you're doing is good. And the issue comes in is once you have those aha moments and realize, no, shoot, there's a better way. Let me go this. And what happens when we know the better ways, or we think we know better ways? There's resistance, right? So one of the biggest things is, you hear it before, get outside your bubble, learn, be a student of the craft, right? Well, I contribute this to be a student of everything that's important to you so you can understand and be better. And I use a lot of examples. And so one of the examples I'll go back to is jiu-jitsu real quick of, you might hear people say, I don't need to train because when I get mad, I get real angry and I'll get strong and I'll be able to beat up whoever. That's a great theory, and ignorance is bliss. This is coming from someone who's probably never been in a confrontation or a fight and thinks that they will perform a certain way. Well, if you actually go train and you understand, you realize real quick, you can get as mad as you want. If the person's trained, they're going to beat up on you. And it's interesting because I was having a conversation with a guy at the gym, and he goes, man, you've really come a long way. And I'm like, dude, I just feel lost. He goes, you would easily smash the person that you were when you first came here as opposed to now. I said, yeah, I do have a better understanding. So the point is if you don't know any better, you have no idea what's going on. It's kind of like, you guys heard me say this before, of a smooth sea never made for a skilled sailor, right? Everyone's awesome when the water's calm, but when it gets rough is when you really have to use those skills and talents. So understand why ignorance is bliss is you just don't know better, right? So you think everything is the way it's supposed to be. I'm always supposed to feel this way. I'm always supposed to maybe be miserable when I'm at work or perform this way, and everything's hard. So the next part that comes in is what happens when you start knowing better. You find out a better way. You go to a conference, you go to a training, you study, whatever it is, and you realize, wow, there's a better way with this. I'm going to start performing better and try to just be better at it, right? And this comes down to, for my real examples, is training. When I'm putting on training for guys or we're doing drills, and I know a better way, but you can't stop there. Maybe you're performing better, but here's the part, and you know better, great. But now you got to teach those around you and not get frustrated when others are still performing because they don't know better, right? Having that ignorance to it. They just have no idea, and they think, well, this will work, or this has worked for those handful of easy fires I had, as opposed to having something challenging. Maybe having a challenging personality in the station, challenging situations at work or at home, whatever it is. So it's great you know better, but now, and this is where, I came in with it, and I struggle, is not getting frustrated when others don't know. Well, it's on you now to teach that. And I was talking to another captain, and they had a drill, and they had a guy that was, had every excuse in the book why he wasn't getting low during this search drill. And he told me, he said, listen, man, you did well with this, but over here, you got to get low. Oh, my knees and this. He's like, you're going to miss people. And he was able to use examples and stories to kind of share with this guy. And I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I commended him because I'm like, man, I don't think I would have been as accommodating or being able to, dance around the subject like that because you just get frustrated. Like, wait, why don't you know better? Well, something that I have to remember even for myself is I've got about a little over 20 years now in the fire service. It's taken me this long to know what I know right now. And in probably the past 5 to 10 years is where a lot of this has come in. So before that, it was just I was kind of ignorant to a lot of things, right? So I'm sharing with you guys this because these are lessons that, I learned and realized, man, there's better ways I could do this instead of getting upset because people don't know. Now you got to kind of teach them. And so now that you know better, you have a responsibility to start helping others. And this is real difference makers. Some guys, it's kind of like that senior man culture that I talk about is, maybe you didn't learn this stuff because no one passed it on to you. Shame on them. But now you have the information. Now it's your turn to step up and take on that senior man role to share what you understand, and you have the responsibility to it. Hey, there is a better way. Let's show you and give examples, whatever it has to do. It's kind of like selling. You got to sell the idea to people to get them to have that aha and realize it. And a lot of times what helps selling is either a story that helps people say aha, or an experience in a drill. You know, my department right now, we got 3 Connex containers. I've been trying to communicate with Jim McCormick up in FDTN and guys from Fort Lauderdale, see what they have, because we want to start creating those fires so these guys have these aha experiences and realize, oh man, this sounds like a great idea, but when conditions get bad, this isn't going to work, or this will work, right? So this kind of all breaks up to the lesson of the day. Knowing the right way is only half the battle. Helping others the right way is the hard part. Understand, helping others the right way. Yelling, screaming, this doesn't ever help. If you have good luck with it, let me know, because I know I don't appreciate when people act that way with me, and I don't think it helps others when you do it. So understand, it's all about getting out there, getting those best practices, but then you got to implement them and help others realize them too. So that being said, guys, that's all I got for you for this episode. Head over to brothercoaching.com, check out the free resources. There's some better resources in there too. Everything I've kind of designed is in there. You can always sign up to try to work with me one-on-one for your department if you're interested. But that's all I got for you. If you got something out of this, share it with somebody else. As always, I'll talk to you next time.